Folks, I'm editing this video now, but I didn't like the intro and I decided to record this now to give you some additional information. Once or twice a year, I take a long trip to southern Illinois. I know a lake there that has both monster crappie and monster carp at the same time. Both my PB carp, 41 pounds, and my PB crappie, 13.5 inches, come from the same lake. So, for me, it's worth once or twice a year take the long trip, especially when crappie fishing, like in August, is tough up here in Chicago. Take a long trip to southern Illinois. So here I am waiting for carp. Didn't catch any carp. I was there for 2 days. Didn't get even a single carp bite on that lake. But I caught, I don't know, hundreds of small crappie, as you'll see in this video. But the interesting thing at this lake is, and for first time I was able to observe it with live scope, is you catch this crappie, and on the same school, at the same spot, you don't even move for hours, and you catch this crappie, 100, 200 of them, and you're leaving and the bite hasn't even slowed down. And what I was able to do this time with live scope is confirm that even though I caught for 2 hours maybe a couple hundred crappie from the exact same school without moving at all, the size of the school on live scope did not seem impacted at all. So I don't even understand how that's possible, because the school seems big, but okay, it seems maybe 200 or 300 fish school. And then, I don't know even if it's that big, maybe 200 fish school. But if you remove 100 fish from a 200 fish school, it should be visibly smaller. But after the 2 hours, I removed so many fish from that school, and the school was the same, maybe even bigger. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe catching the fish creates some noise and commotion, and adjacent crappie from the grass around, they keep coming to the school. I don't know, something is happening, but it's just incredible because the school doesn't seem to end after hours of fishing. And I didn't even release the small crappie that I caught. This lake has no limit on crappie for a reason. It's just infested with small crappie. There is, I don't want to say infested, it sounds negative because it has some nice slabs too. But it has just millions of tiny crappie, and there is just not enough food to support all of them. So if the number of small crappie is not reduced, just you're not going to get many big crappie because there is just not enough food. So I did not release the small crappie. I was giving them to people around me. I gave many buckets for 2 days to people around me. Believe it or not, even when you see this video and how many fish I was catching, roughly maybe 1 fish per minute on average, believe it or not, there were adjacent boats that were struggling to catch a crappie at all. Because it's not trivial, it's not automatic. You still have to be reasonable. You have to use crappie gear. And I saw what they were using when I gave them the bucket full of fish. And really the reel, the rod, the line, the jig head, the lure on the jig head, everything they were using was more appropriate for bass fishing than for crappie fishing. I mean, these are tiny crappie. You have to get down to their size. You have to be finesse enough. If you are finesse enough, you will catch them. It doesn't matter what lure. I didn't care what lure I was using. I was still using nice lures just because I enjoy them, but I know it didn't matter if I used Japanese worm or the cheapest lure from Bass Pro Shops. But that's kind of the context for the video that you're gonna see. I hope that helps, and I hope you enjoy the video. Alright people, I'm just tired, but let me show you something. Look what's going on here. I don't know if you can see. This is on this side of the branch. This is on the right side of the branch, you see? Show you on the left side of the branch. Look at this. I mean, Honestly, it looks like there is more fish here now than 2 hours ago. And in the last 2 hours, I have plucked 100 fish from this. You can't make a dent in this school, and this is just one school. I mean, this lake is filthy with crappie. This is why I'm not releasing these little crappie. I'll go give them to these guys over there. 3 buckets yesterday and today. 3 buckets full of crappie I have donated. Alright folks, I have 2 lines cast for carp behind me, and while I'm waiting to hopefully get one of them to run, I'm gonna pluck some crappie off this tree over here. I'm not, you know, showcasing any bait or technique or anything. I'm just killing time. So I really have no plan for this video. I'm just gonna catch some crappie. Hopefully I get interrupted by a carp though, but I doubt it. But anyway, let's see if we at least can catch some crappie. I think the crappie is right in front of this tree over here. I'm casting expensive jigs. Hopefully no snacks. Here we go. Wow, right under the boat. Yeah, this guy is sinking to the bottom right away. Probably gonna need to use my float here. There we go. Another one. Here we go. Wow. That's a bluegill. I don't know if you care what I'm using, it doesn't really matter. But I am using something with very small hook. Actually this one I left it on my boat, so the sun burned it. So it's kind of black and white now, but it really doesn't matter. Wow, big bluegill. There we go. Sorry about the angle. I'm kind of casting behind me, but I'm actually anchored and I can't change the angle now. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. He was on here the whole time. This is far south Illinois, folks. The rules of biology are different over here. It's not like Chicago overfished. If anything, it's underfished. Go. It's gotta be another bluegill. Okay, let's go with a float, guys. Let's go with a float. It's just safer around the tree. There we go. Alright folks, you should be able to see better now. There we go. Nice bluegill. Wow. So this is cool. There we go, the second time. They are braver. Okay. Cool. On the trot. Cool. Nice juicy bluegill.